Did you know that 1 out of 6 couples deal with infertility? And did you know that about 6.7 million women between the ages of 15 and 44 deal with some type of infertility in their lifetime? That is crazy. And I happen to be one of those women. If you want to hear my story, just stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a very long time since the last time I uploaded on this channel an actual video. I know I've uploaded like a vlog and a kind of like a little update of what's going on in my life, but it has been quite some time. So I thought it would be a pretty good idea, I don't know, for me to go ahead and start off my channel again with a Fearless Fat Girl Friday video. Uh, this topic has made me so nervous for a very long time to talk to you guys about, because it's not necessarily because of what people might think of me or the way people might see me. It has nothing to do with other people's opinions. It's just more of a personal feeling that I have, or just a personal connection, or I don't even know how to express it. That's how intimidating this subject is to me. I wanted to talk to you guys about my infertility issues. I feel like for a very long time I put this video off, not necessarily because I didn't want you guys to know, but I think mentally for me, this was more of a, if I put it out there, it makes it more real. I know that sounds super crazy, and I know that sounds like it's, I don't even know how to express myself. That's how messed up this subject has me. But I was diagnosed with PCOS in 2010, almost 6 years ago, and it was one of the scariest things that I've ever, faced then. I remember just asking why me, why would this happen to me, why, and it wasn't necessarily because of the PCOS itself. It was more of the side effects that kind of affected me, as far as like the infertility was like the huge part that really like broke me inside. And that is because, I mean, at that time I wasn't in a relationship, I was single, and it wasn't like I was trying to have kids then and there, but I knew that I always wanted to be a mommy, and I always wanted to experience that. And when I was told that, there could be a chance that I would never have children, it like legit broke me. Like, I remember just crying and asking God and praying and, wondering why, trying to justify my life, as far as, what did I do with that was so terrible that God would punish me with not being able to have children. That was my mind state then. As time went on, I kind of put up a wall where the older I got, the more I kept pushing it off, as far as when people would ask me, oh, when are you guys gonna have kids, or when, where are the babies and stuff like that. Those questions are some of the hardest questions to deal with when you are dealing with infertility. And infertility is not something that you can see on somebody's face. You can't walk up to somebody and be like, oh yeah, she suffers of infertility, or this and this is wrong with her, that's why she can't have kids. Like, you don't see that in somebody's face. And being asked those questions, the older I got, the more I pushed it off. But what I mean by that is that the more I got asked, when are the babies coming, or, why are you taking so long to have kids, the more I kept responding with, I don't want kids. No, not right now. No, I don't want to have kids for another couple years. And that was kind of my defense towards it, meaning I was able to, that was kind of a way to protect myself without having to explain the fact that, I could possibly never have kids. And now I've noticed that the older I've gotten, I've kind of come with terms with it to a certain extent. I understand now that it's going to take me a lot more. It's going to make me work for a baby. My body is going to make me work for a baby. And I understand that but it is still very hard to deal with the fact that, you know, it could possibly never happen. That is one of the hardest things I think I'll ever have to face in my life. And it's for me, it's harder, not just because I'm just thinking of myself, but I have to think about my husband. I know my husband truly wants children, and if we could have gotten pregnant that first year we were married, he would have been ecstatic, he would have been happy, you know. And he has never pushed it on me, or, you know, complained about it, or the fact that we don't have kids, or, you know, he's never made me feel some type of way. It's more of a personal feeling that I have, that I'm always like questioning, like, you know, if I never get pregnant, is he gonna leave me? You know, if I can't have kids, what is that gonna do to my marriage? What is that gonna do to, like, my relationship with my husband? And it's a very, very scary thing to deal with, and it's a very scary thing to face. And I'm just so grateful that I have my husband, because to this point, I mean, I don't know what the future holds, but at the point in life that we're in right now, we have been married now for 3 years, going on to 4 years, and he has not one pressured me or told me anything negative as far as, oh, if you can't have kids, I'm leaving you. I think it's just more of like a mental thing that I deal with. So I'm very, very grateful for my husband to be able to have my back, and, you know, understand what it is that I'm going through, and just pray with me. Like, that's like the biggest thing, that we do a lot of praying. And, you know, I know I'm meant to be a mother. I know I am. I've always known this since I was little, because I've always been a very protective. In my group of friends, I'm always a protector, and I always feel like I have to be the protector. Maybe it also has to do with the fact that I'm the oldest sister, so I've always been very protective of my siblings. So I know that when the day comes, I will be an extraordinary mother, but I also know that there is a slight chance that that might not happen, and that is very, very scary and intimidating and heartbreaking. And I have gone through phases in my life where I've struggled with accepting it, and I feel like I don't 100% accept it. I just kind of have to go with it day by day, and I feel like I have to be strong for myself and for my husband, as far as, you know, not giving up, and knowing that whatever it is that we have to do in order to be able to have a healthy child, or be able to get pregnant, it's something that I have to do regardless. There's no question about it. It is extremely hard though. That is, like, right now I have tried to record this video for you guys plenty of times in the past, and I always end up crying, and I just feel like I'm at that point right now where what God wants, it will be. Like, I'm just leaving it in his hands, and it is very scary. It is a very, very scary thing. I've gone through phases in my life where or over these past couple of months, where it is so extremely hard to deal with, that the fact of even walking through a department store, or the baby aisle, or whatever, that was so hard to do, because I would do my best to avoid those aisles, just because it's a constant reminder that it might not happen, and it is a very, very scary reminder. Like I said, I've dealt with it. I have gone through some very, very tough times dealing with it, and it hasn't been an easy at all process. There's days where I cry myself to sleep. There's days where I just pray and pray and pray and ask God why. And, you know, I know that he placed this on me because I could handle it. I know that there's a reason for everything, and everything has its reason. So it is just a process, and I don't know. I want to go more specifically into certain things with this topic, and I would really appreciate you guys if you guys send me any questions you guys have about this, or as far as more into detail that you guys would like to see it on this topic. I have a couple of more videos to go with this topic, but I just kind of wanted to start this section off saying that, you know, infertility is extremely hard. Infertility is something that you that affects a lot of women, a lot of women. Whether you have PCOS or not, it affects tons of women. And it's something that, like I said, it's not something that you can see on somebody's face. You will never know if somebody is suffering with infertility, and which is one of the reasons why I feel like when dealing with women who don't have children specifically, you have to be extremely sensitive to the way you talk to them. This is an extremely sensitive topic, and I would really like to share more of my experience with you guys. There's definitely a lot more I could say on this topic. I just kind of wanted to take it gradually. I don't want to go and spend an hour talking about the subject because there is tons that I could say, but I just wanted to put it out there and let you guys know that I myself am suffering from infertility, and I know what those struggles are. And if you or anybody you know is suffering from that, please share this video. Let them know that they're not alone and you're not alone. You know, whatever it is that God has in store for us, that's what it will be. Whether or not I'm personally able to have children, I know that one day I will be a mother. If it's not biological child, I will eventually adopt. I know I'm supposed to be a mother. I know I'm gonna be a great mother, and one day I will be a great mother. Just getting to that point is what's gonna be the hard part. So I don't know if any of this is making sense. I just want you guys to know that if you're suffering from this, or you're dealing with this, or you know anybody that's dealing with this, you are not alone. They are not alone. There's so many of us going through this, and I wanted you to know that if for anything that you need to vent, you need to talk, you need someone just to be there for you and listen, I can definitely be that person for you. I know how extremely hard it is to not have anybody who is dealing with this, and nobody, I can honestly say that unless you are dealing with infertility, you have no idea what it's like to deal with infertility, and it is one of the hardest things I could ever place on somebody. I would not wish it upon even my worst enemy, because it is one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I hope this just kind of reassures you that, you know, I am human. I am just a normal woman dealing with this type of issues. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys stick around for any of my future infertility videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, or if you know somebody who is dealing with infertility, please share this video to them and let them know that they're not alone, and you guys aren't alone, and I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.